Hey guys, tonight's movie review is for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, starring Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, and Jamie Foxx. A little bit about this movie. Of course, it is the second in the new Spider-Man reboot, and the beginning of this movie finds Peter Parker, Spider-Man, played by Andrew Garfield, and Gwen Stacy, played by Emma Stone, graduating from high school. And they're kind of starting their adult careers. Gwen Stacy is working for Oscorp. Peter Parker is doing pictures for the Daily Bugle. And near the beginning, you see there's a lot of tension in the relationship because in the last installment, Gwen Stacy found out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And like all of these kind of movies, once the leading lady finds out about the secret identity, there's always a big strain on the relationship, and there is in this movie as well. Um, Near the beginning, you're also introduced to a character named Max, played by Jamie Foxx, and his character is kind of a lowly worker at Oscorp, an electrical engineer who really is kind of nerdy, has no friends, and he's obsessed with Spider-Man after he got rescued by Spider-Man once. And also, as the movie continues, there is an accident involving Max, and he becomes one of our villains in the movie, Electro. And basically, he is full of electrical charges and gains energy by sapping electricity from all different kinds of sources. And he is out to get Spider-Man. He kind of he thinks that Spider-Man sets him up to be kind of the bad guy, and then he wants to defeat Spider-Man. So it's villain number one. And then we have Harry Osborn, who kind of steps up to a position of power in this movie. He becomes the president, CEO, whatever, of Oscorp Industries, and he and Peter Parker reconnect. You find out that they were good friends, and they kind of rekindle a friendship together. Um, there is there is something that happens that causes Harry to need Spider-Man's help, and Peter Parker slash Spider-Man feels uncomfortable about the request. He of course wants to help his friend, but feels like it might be a huge risk. And because of that, there's a schism between Peter Parker and Harry becomes villain number two. So that's kind of it's your basic Spider-Man movie. You've got Spider-Man fighting these different villains. Um, I would say that I really, really, really enjoyed this movie a lot. Way more than I expected, actually. I felt like, in general, this reboot was kind of too fast. I didn't think it was necessary to reboot Spider-Man. What, like 3 years, 3 or 4 years after the last series ended. And the first movie was good, but it didn't really grip me in any way. And I would say this one definitely did. It definitely did grip me. Um, the story was interesting. I'd say the weakest link of it is probably the Electro character. The villain that, is kind of all flash and pizzazz and special effects. But there's not a lot of substance to that character. So, I mean, yeah, he's the bad guy, but you're not really scared. I mean, it's more about just the visual fights between him and Spider-Man. Whereas the second villain, Harry Osborn, played by the guy's name is Dane something. I don't know the last name, but he's definitely someone to watch out for. I thought that he was excellent, and he actually is who I would consider the main bad guy in this movie. He really has that connection with Spider-Man, has that love, that friendship, and then you see it turn into hatred. And to me, that's scarier than some guy that glows and can blow stuff up. But I thought he did really good. All the acting was really good. Andrew Garfield was really good as Peter Parker slash Spider-Man. Um, I thought his acting was really genuine, and people who are fans of the comic book version of Spider-Man, I think they're, really getting to enjoy him as Spider-Man. The writing uses a lot more of the witty and puns that Spider-Man is known for in the comics, and they really feed on that, and his delivery of those lines is spot on. And Emma Stone is really good as Gwen Stacy. She's not just some fledgling, you know, heroine like, oh, save me, all I'm here is just to be saved. She really, has a brain, has an opinion, has character to her. She's not just the flat heroine, which is really great to see. And then, of course, the chemistry between Andrew Caulfield and Emma Stone, Peter Parker, and Gwen Stacy was really good, which I would hope so, because they are, in a relationship in real life, but that does translate to screen. You do see that connection between those two characters, and it does make you care. It does make all the risks that more risky. It really amps up the adrenaline, the seriousness of the situation, and just really makes the movie that much better. I really enjoyed it. The screening that I saw was in a 3D IMAX format, and I would actually say that I'd want to see that. I would pay. It's worth it to pay to see the IMAX 3D. I don't think that this was necessarily shot formatted for IMAX or 3D, but it looks really good. I would spend the extra money to see it that way. And I would definitely see this. I would definitely go out and pay the full price, no problem. I would give this movie a B plus. It's one of the best comic book movies I've seen in a while. It was really refreshing. It makes me really excited to see the next one, which is always a good thing. So that's all I got. B plus. Go out and see it this weekend. Yep. Bye.